All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Tuesday evening. It's coming up on 7 o'clock. Maryland. I don't get it. It was 91 earlier today, but now it's 79 and dropping quick. Another perfectly blue sky day. It was a little bit humid during the day, but the humidity's left us. So I'm sitting out here in this upper 70s, no humidity, July 2nd. Holy crap. Don't know what's going on. Let's see. I went back to my buddy Partagas Black. This one is courtesy of Mark, Welsh Piper. Thanks, buddy. Looks like I need to relight it. You don't need to watch that. All right, got my Partagas Black relit. Guys, these are dense, thick, tightly wrapped cigars. And it's made up of dense, bold tobacco. This one isn't rolled too tight. It's rolled nicely. All right, there's the cigar and there's the intro. Next, we'll do a little dog review. Then we'll come back and chat. All right, we'll do a dog roundup. There's Sasha and Finn. They do love each other, man. It's crazy. They miss each other when I take Sasha to the paddock, and they look for each other as soon as the other one gets home. Let's see, over here we got Echo. She's done her fetch session tonight. That's why she's breathing so hard. She and Mom do fetch every night. Chance is just being Chance. Just wandering around being Chance. It's a full-time gig for him. He's my good dog, though. All right, there they are. There's Echo settling in for the Dogyard chat. I guess that'll be enough for now. There goes Chance. I swear the dogs have come to expect this as much as me. So as soon as we're done with dinner and Echo has her fetch session with Mom, they all expect to come out here for an hour and a half. So it's kind of fun. Chance just basically lays here with me. The puppies eventually wear themselves out. And by the end of Dogyard chat, they're all just hanging out here with me. It's pretty fun. So one of the things I wanted to talk to you about tonight was this little doohickey. So this is, I got this off of Amazon. It is a lighter bleeding tool. This thing is amazing. 22 bucks. I took a picture of the listing on Amazon, and I'm not stupid like I have been the other nights. I will include the picture. I'll stop the video and put the picture in, and we'll keep going. We're being attacked, apparently. This little thing, though, worked great. I've used a couple of different bleeder tools. This one is fantastic. So the other thing is bleed your lighters. I know I sound like Uncle Willie, but I was not a believer. I was doubting Thomas. But my favorite lighters are starting to fail, including the one from Greg, that Honest lighter. And once I bled it, I mean truly bled it out, it's been working fabulous. So I've bled all my favorite lighters with this tool, and it works amazing. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, you could use a nail or a tiny little screwdriver head or whatever. And I tried that, but it worked a little bit, but this fully bled it. So this little head has got a concave. So the bleeding valve stem goes up inside there. So you get a great seat and a great push Anyway, I can't recommend this stupid little thing enough. I guess the other thing I'll show you is I do my punch cut as always. So this one, I used the large one and it nicked this just enough it's going to peel a little bit. So sometimes that's the argument for using the smaller ones. For some reason in my mind, I always like the larger punch. I don't think it matters too much, but yeah, the risk is you nick the edge with the big ones. So guys, so there you've heard about my cigar, my punch, and my lighter bleeder. So that will pretty much end the tobacco portion of this video. So if you're here for tobacco content, this is the time to say goodnight. Give you an update on my HU blends. Let's see. I order them all from Ester Balls. I think I've told you that in the past. I think I've done 25 orders with Ester Balls over the course of the last 6-7 months. The current status is one. I had one going to my Wyoming house and he got trapped at Salt Lake City and sent back to Ester Balls. And Ester Balls actually credited my account with it. So that was nice of them. I honestly didn't think he'd make it back to Ester Balls, and I didn't know what Ester Balls would do if they did, but they actually just credited the account for me. So that means there's 24 orders out there. My last two got bounced. They got trapped at Washington, D.C. and sent back by Customs and Border Patrol. Ester Balls reached out to me and said, hey, we had 2 orders get returned. What do you want to do? I said, I want you to reship them. We'll try it again. And one of them came today. So out of 25 orders, 24 have been received here at the house. One got sent back from Salt Lake City and has been credited. And I'm waiting on the last box. So I'm hoping the last one gets here tomorrow. If that box gets here, that means 24 of 25 orders actually got through the system. So that would be pretty cool. These are big orders. So I've only opened, I think I've got about 12 or 15 boxes stacked. You guys have seen them in my paddock videos. I got about 12 or 15 boxes stacked on the side. The one that came in today will go on that stack, and the one that comes in tomorrow will go on that stack. When they're all here, I guess we'll talk about doing some sort of biggest yabo in YouTube history or something. It'd be such a mess to open all those up, but I should get blend in 10 counts and then put it all back in the boxes and stack the boxes up. There's no way I have shelf space for that. But that'll pretty much conclude my HU ordering. I think it'll conclude my Ester Ball ordering, at least for a while. I don't know if you're watching Piper X1X's videos, but he's starting to have some quality concerns with what HU has put out in at least the last few weeks or last month or so. His last 2 videos have been about the quality of dock worker. So my worry is that the HU blend, the HU brand will head that way, that there will be a difference now, that the HU we knew up till March is going to be different from the HU that we know from today going forward. X1X certainly thinks it's going to be worse. I'm not going to judge it yet. I'm not smart enough to do that, but I'm certainly glad I've got the HU warehouse I do now, because it's pretty much all the old stuff. The last orders I issued were 6-8 weeks ago. It's just taken so long. Maybe 2 months ago. It's just taken that long to get it shipped to me. Germany to DC, and then Germany, DC back to Germany, and then Germany back to DC. So Potter Piper was laughing. He said that this box that came here tonight and the one that should get here tomorrow, have traveled so far to get into the paddock. So I'll let you know. hopefully it shows up tomorrow, and tomorrow night we'll be 24 for 25 with 1 credit, which to Esterval's credit is a hell of a performance. Yeah, I have absolutely no issues with the quality and customer service I've received from that group. So we've talked about H.H. McBaron a couple nights now, and I think it's pretty much past the rumor stage that McBaron is being acquired. And there's some questions as to what will Scandinavian Group continue blending and not blending, under whatever name. I don't really care, but I'm a little worried about the HH line, and those are some of my favorites. So I put in a pretty large order of 3 blends. I think I told you that last night. Dark Fired Kentucky, Dark Fired Ready Rub, Old Dark Fired Ready Rub, and then HH Pure Virginia. So I put in several pounds of each of those. Big box of it came in today. Once that order's here and complete, we'll do another big yabo. So in case anyone's keeping track, since I said I'm not buying any more tobacco, I've brought in 5 pounds as recommended by the Pipe Cottage. 2 huge boxes from Esterval's, I hope. And then a pretty large order of McBaron HH products. So a little hypocritical, I guess, huh? But now I'm done. No more. Obviously that's not going to be true, but I'll keep saying it. There's Sasha digging her foxhole. So you can see I lined it with bricks so Shalish can't get under the fence. And the nice thing is the bricks are self-correcting, so she digs under them, they fall on her. So at least it gives me time to figure out what to do. All right, so the next part of this little conversation or chat tonight is going to be politics. So now we're really done. We're done with dog reviews, and we're done with tobacco and smoking and paddock. Oh, that's not true. I got a paddock update for you. I'm working pretty hard in the paddock the last few days. So I moved my flags over, got that beautiful pipe rack mounted on the wall. I've got almost all my pipes in it. We got a glitch with the pipe rack, and that is it doesn't hold church wardens or long stems at all. So I need to consign I'll probably get a 20 pipe rack that has like a foot between them and a stand out from the wall. But I'll worry about that later. But it's up, the flags are moved, the pipe rack's up, the pipe rack's loaded. That horrible work table was all put away. It's gone now. I've got my my cellar is kind of back and organized, and almost all the tobaccos I have are now in it, right? So it's looking pretty good. So I'll do a video from the paddock tomorrow and give you a full video update from there. But now we're going to head and talk about some politics. So if you're just not into politics, or you just don't want to hear about it combined with a smoking, tobacco, cigar, pipe video, this is another opportunity to say goodnight before I offend you. Still here? Last warning. Okay, I warned you, here we go. So quite a few things going on in our political world right now. Some of you, I texted it to you, the Supreme Court decision that really holds sitting presidents harmless, essentially for crimes committed in an official capacity as sitting president. So now the conviction that Trump had received a few weeks ago is really in question. They're probably discussing whether that conviction should be vacated or not, and the prosecutor has already offered to defer sentencing. And I think there's no end date on the deferment, so it may be an indefinite deferment on that. So that's pretty interesting. It certainly muddies that side of the conversation for sure. Hello, Echo. So the other thing is that was announced today was Gavin Newsom has been announced as the headline act and the headliner and the master of ceremonies for the Democratic national event up in New Hampshire coming up. So I think that, at least in my opinion, is a huge tell on what's going on. Since the debate, the entire political machine inside the Democratic Party is asking Biden to step down, step aside. So I think what's being debated right now, I think it's critically important to the Democrats that Biden complete his term. He takes it all the way to inauguration day and only steps down from the re-election bid, not from the presidency. So I think how all those moving pieces, how can those two things be accomplished at the same time? But I'll say what I said before. It's not what I want, but I believe Newsom will be the next person sworn in as president of the United States. And I think today took a big official first step towards that. Again, not what I want to happen, but what I believe will happen. Not great, right? So guys, that'll end the political portion of the product tonight. Talk about 4th of July. I have no plans. Can you believe that? My daughter's in New Hampshire. My son's in Denver. Amory and I are a little bit beyond fireworks. We've done the DC fireworks a couple times. I hope to never do them again. We're not much for buying fireworks and bringing them home. Maryland has horrible fireworks laws anyway. Her mom doesn't like to leave the house much anymore, so we might drag everything over to her house. But I'm not sure that's going to happen either. So it might be Amory and me eating our hot dogs all by ourselves on 4th of July. That's actually okay with me. Kind of reaching the point in my life where quieter, slower, and smaller are desirable now. I think that's enough for the grab bag tonight, guys. So let's say goodnight. Let's wrap this baby up. God, may God bless you, and may He bless those around you and close to you and important to you. I sure hope He grants you health. I know several people are struggling with health issues. I hope God reaches in and helps heal those for you. May God turn His ear to your prayer, and by that I mean I hope you're praying. May He make His face shine upon you, and may He bless your life like He blesses mine. We'll talk to you tomorrow, guys. Bye.